Welcome to Samtech Industries Educational Department. I trust you've had a safe journey. That's the IEV, the Intracorporeal Exploratory Vessel. Climb aboard, we have no time to waste. While you're getting settled, let me brief you on our mission objective. Patient X appears to have had some open wound exposure to E. coli through a minor lab incident. We want to ensure that her immune system is handling any potential threats effectively. Buckle in, you will be around 60 nanometers tall. I'll use your height as a reference point from here on out.
Insert cost-effective sound effects here. Shrink.
Alrighty then, we're in a small arterial near the site of exposure. It's about 3,000 feet in diameter, which is just over the size of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. The wall is also very robust, 450 feet thick. The entire London Eye would fit inside it. Look, a red blood cell. These guys are not the biggest cells that we'll run into, but they're about the size of the Tower of the Americas down in San Antonio. The smallest blood vessels, capillaries, are about the same diameter. It's a tight fit. Their emblematic hemoglobin molecules are tiny, about the size of a large grapefruit. Hey, now we have a platelet. They're relatively tiny, but right now we could run a 100-meter dash across one. There's a lymphocyte. We're getting close to what we want, but this one's still a little small. It's around 800 feet tall, which is about the size of the Chase Tower in Dallas. There's one of the bastards now. E. coli at 9 o'clock. They're about 50 feet by 200. A lot of residential yards around here measure about the same. Bacteria are smaller than our cells, but boy, they pack a punch. Here we go, neutrophil dead ahead. Looks to be a good size, about 1,200 feet in diameter. It's a bit smaller than the Empire State Building. Let's take a closer look. Okay, from here we can get a pretty good view of the nucleus. It's about 6 micrometers in diameter, but right now it's about twice the size of Big Ben in London. And it's the largest organelle in the cell. We caught this cell during metaphase. Those chromosomes right now are the size of Reunion Tower in Dallas. If you look closely, you can see the endoplasmic reticulum around the nucleus. It's around 300 feet thick, roughly the size of a platelet. Hey, here we have some proteins. On the right, you can see an antibody. Boy, are we lucky to find one. It's about the size of a beagle. Next to it, we have a porin, which is smaller, roughly the size of those ancient iPhone 6 Plus mobile phones from a century ago. The plasma membrane holding it is about as thick as an apple. And if you look inside, you can see hexokinase. It's just about the size of a footstool. Right now, I don't see any other proteins, but if we see a potassium ion channel, it'll be about as big as a Subway foot-long sandwich. These are centrioles. They're about the size of a streetlight right now. The genetic material they organized is immense. If you unwound one of those chromosomes, it would stretch all the way from downtown Dallas to downtown Portland, Oregon. Hey, it's the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Those black circles are ribosomes busy at work. They're about as tall for you to use as a handrail. The smaller specks are tRNA. They're about the size of a banana. There's the Golgi apparatus. It's a heck of a lot bigger, about 120 by 50 feet, around the size of an Olympic swimming pool. There are some vesicles being released as well. They're about the size of a basketball goal. You may have thought that lysosomes were similar to vesicles, but you'd be wrong. These guys are nearly the size of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It's 3 times as tall as the Statue of Liberty. Ha! Looks like our friend here is doing its job. This E. coli cell is about to meet its maker. Okay, on our way out, take a note of this mitochondrion. It's about the size of the life sciences building on campus. The ATP synthase proteins on its surface are larger than the other proteins we've seen. They're about the size of an average yoga ball. And glucose, that all-important molecule that helps us get to this point, is the smallest thing on our journey. It's around the size of a quarter. All right, prepare for extraction.
More high-tech sound effects.
We're back. Thank you for joining us today. I trust you choose Samtech Industries for all of your intracorporeal solutions.